episode of today. As you can see in the standings, we're leading by a massive margin of 35 points over Johan Zarco, 40 points ahead of Alicia Spargo, and it's a mere 43 points back. Bagnaia, Miller, Rins, Vinales, Cotteraro, and Bastianini in that top 10, tied with Marc Marquez. So yeah, we're gonna go round 6 here of RF. And as you can see, we're just looking at new candidates. We're looking at new candidates. This guy has experience with Ducati, while this is for Aprilia. So, okay, let me just say this: we're gonna do well. You see, 20 races in the MotoGP class, 13 podiums, and 9 pole positions, with 8 wins and 1 world championship to our name. And of course, with Honda, the satellite team of Lucio Cecchinello Racing, Honda of the Japanese manufacturer.
Good morning from Spain. We're coming to you from the Jerez circuit. Just a few more moments and we'll be live with the 3rd free practice session. Only the top 10 riders in the combined standings will go directly into Q2, with the rest of the field competing for those 2 remaining places in Q1. The sun is shining and weather reports guarantee clear weather for the rest of the day.
So now we're set sights on qualifying, and as you can see, 39.0 is the time we need to get through to Q2, and Neo Bastianini 19th in the classification. That is bad for the satellite Ducati, who's performing well, performing decently all season for that satellite team. And oh, okay. Last time we were here, well, I think we had a tough battle with Fabio Quartararo in the LCR Honda versus Yamaha battle. But here today, we're in the Aprilia. Quartararo still in that Yamaha, but with some fresh upgrades onto that Yamaha. So might be just a little bit too deep. Nope. We're trying to be as precise as possible as we hit a little bit too much of the grass there. In MotoGP 19, I suck at this track. I actually had a tough time here with the likes of Rossi. Actually here in MotoGP 22, it's just so easy to learn the lines, especially with the racing line on. Oh, but we're deep though towards turn. Almost a Ferrari corner, but we were a little bit too deep on the brakes. Got the drive on the exit. 39 flies what we need. Feels like Mazzano kind of track. Oh, we're a little too deep there. Taking a wide line. Gonna ruin our whole basic section there. A little bit of that wide line just so we could get it on the exit. Yeah. As soon as I hit that 200 board, or just a little bit before the 200 board. Shit. Yeah. But basically, yeah, we're doing well in this bike. Track is so easy to learn in terms of getting on the power, getting on the brakes, and just hitting the corners every single time. A little bit too much cross that. Sorry, green stuff like that. .398 for Fabio Quartararo. Just get set off good lap time, but that is not even that enough. Gonna do wide. .310 off. I'm just gonna end the session right there because I know that I'm gonna go to Q2. Yep, far away.
We'll remind you that the top 10 riders go into second.
And Air's already in. Wow. So I have to go through Q2 alongside Mark Vinales and Jack Miller and Mir.
Hello from the Spanish circuit of Jerez. The first qualifying session will start in a few minutes and we'll see all those riders who didn't make it to Q2 with their free practice times. The sun is shining over the circuit, the asphalt is dry, and the riders can concentrate on finding their ideal setup.
So Q2 will come underway in just about a couple of minutes. We're gonna have the time attack. I hope Miller's behind. I hope Bezecchi, but Bezecchi's a good toe as well. Bezecchi's really a good toe. Plus Spargo as well. I'm just waiting for Bezecchi. I'm not waiting for the guy in front, I'm just waiting for Marco. You can get a really good toe on that Ducati. I know that he'll give me a good toe on that factory. On that, technically that's not a factory Ducati, but Bezecchi has gone through Q2 last season on multiple occasions in that Muni VR46. Last time Bezecchi actually got to Q3 was Le Mans, I think, is what I remember. Le Mans last season is... we were forcing a little bit too much. And now we're just gonna have to wait for a KTM. Actually no, the other Mooney VR46. How coincidental. Two VR46 riders. Imagine I go to them next season. Well, I mean, not gonna lie, I do not want to go back to a satellite team. Well, satellite teams are good, but in terms of overall experience, it's tough defending a championship when you're not a factory rider, and it's tough winning in a satellite team. That's why Rossi, I think, left. Last time ever someone has won a championship in a satellite team was Valentino Rossi, I think, in 2001. So I just beat that record by 22 years, 2 years earlier than the real life record breaker, which is Jorge Martin. I don't know. I'm a little bit wide there. And I'm also wide here, so that messed up my line big time. Oh, what a save. And messes up for turn 6 at Jorge Martinez Aspar. I'm desperately trying to push the bike, but nothing. I'm trying absolutely everything. Fastest lap goes for 39.2. And she will realize, and she will cross the line. That is not going to be a good lap time. Miller's gone down. So Jack Miller, in what could have been a good position there, what is going on by qualifying? Around 6 still. I'm pushing. I think I found it. There's gotta be late fireworks here. It's 4/10 though. 4/10 is what we need to find, but somehow I can't find it. I guess someone's again down. Darren Bender. Let's to qualify us. Because how tight the qualifying is! Oh my goodness. We've gone down in qualifying. At turn 4. How convenient. How convenient that it was turn 4. Last time a world champion crashed here was Marc Marquez. 2020. Good thing we remounted. My goodness, that was a massive one. Turn 4, we got called out of turn 4. Yeah, I could clearly feel the understeer on the bike, and Raul Fernandez decides to hit us. that's gonna do it for qualifying, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for qualifying, and
Darren official MotoGP qualifying practice. You can see the 2 riders who took the last 2 places available for Q2 on your screen.
Nah, 310s. Aprilia disaster. Darren Binder goes through Q2.
Good morning and welcome to the Jerez de la Frontera circuit. We are live at the Spanish Grand Prix, one of the longest running events in the history of MotoGP. In a few moments we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the MotoGP race. After a long weekend, the race is finally about to start. We're on the starting grid, where the engineers are completing their checks before the off. The weather is clear and temperatures are far from extreme. However, tyre wear will play a very
Bagnaia on pole position.
That's why lots of riders have been using medium tyres.
We're starting from one of the worst positions on the grid. Jack Miller in second. This is like a real life one, 2021. Alright then, so here we go. Wow, they're on the 38s. Can't been this far off. How are they quicker? Alright then, round 6.
Starting from the front row thanks to that pole position from yesterday. All hell will break loose in a few moments.
Well, can championship contenders come back to this? Can Pecco Bagnaia take advantage of our mistake? 5 lights are on and are off for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Jerez. And we had a brilliant start towards turn 1. We're on the outside. We might just get 10 lights getting close to a crash, and there was a crash for one of the with you Yamahas. That's Andrea Dovizioso. And towards turn 3 and then 4, we're trying to go through this pack. Marquez is also fumbling down, but Gardner's up to 13th there. But at the moment, Darren Binder's up into the top 10 again. Brilliant performance from him once again. But at the moment now, we're going to try and make a move on the inside of Marc Marquez, and we're ahead of Marquez. And towards turn 5, sorry, turn 6 at Danny Pedrosa corner. Sorry, Darren Pedrosa. Wow. Now towards 8, we're trying to make a move on Binder. 2 Binders here, Brad and Darren, 8th and 9th respectively, as we're just trying to get off that dirty air from the bikes itself. Mir's right behind. He's also a championship contender. He's in 4th place in the standings, and so far Maverick Vinales is having a tough time after his bad qualifying as well. So towards the far corner here, it's all Jack Miller leading a Ducati 1, 2, 3 here in Jerez. Jake Brown at the moment, now trying to close in to Darren Binder. Look at this though. Brown sometimes really in trouble. And here comes Mir. He's gonna look for the inside, but Brown knows what's coming, and he goes to the gravel. He goes down. He takes a long. What? This. Aprilia's of Alicia Spargo down, trying to battle with Remy Gardner in a Tech 3 bike. He's having a good run so far. Jake Brown is the only rider, only NOO factory rider in the top 10 at the moment. His teammates are having issues. Here comes Darren Binder on his brother Brad Binder. Round the outside he goes. Does he make the move stick? Brad Binder's on the grass there on the inside, and he holds his line. Here comes Brown though, making a move, forcing Darren Binder wide, and he's up and ahead. And now he's going to try and make a move on the inside of the other Binder. Binder goes wide, making contact again with Brown's front fairing. They're going to be side by side. Now towards turn 11, Crivier corner. Brown completes the move and ahead now of the two South Africans. Towards the far corner, here comes Jake Brown looking on the inside of Fabio Quartararo. He's going to complete the move on Quartararo, like what Quartararo did on him last season, here at the same track in the final lap in a battle for the win. Now Brown focusing his sights on Alex Rins. He makes his lunge on the inside. He goes wide on the exit. And Rins has to get back the race to 6th, and he's up and ahead. But here comes Brown though. He has so much momentum with the corner speed of the Aprilia, but the Suzuki's good cornering speed as well. But here comes Jake Brown though. He's really good on that exit, isn't he? Now Brown makes his move and he's ahead. Sorry, it's an old Ducati top 6 here. So it's Miller, Bagnaia, Bastianini, Zarco, Martin. Then Brown. It's an all-Italian manufacturer top 6, with Brown from Aprilia in the final place on that top 6 in P6. I said too much 6s there. But Jake, he wants this win. He wants to neutralize every single part of this World Championship. He wants to have redemption after his crash in Indonesia. If he could just settle in right now, but Brown knows it's gonna be crucial if he gets this win, or gets at least a podium in this race. We're starting from 20th on the grid. That is impressive by Brown. Fast lap the race, Johan Zarco, 39.452. Martin wide, turn 1. So Martin's also in this battle for the win. Jake Brown's trying to close in that 1.2 second gap between him and the 5 Ducatis. Jake Brown, okay, a little bit corner cutting, but that is allowed on that part of the circuit. Jake cannot close in though. Is Brown really on his limit in terms of trying to go against with the Ducatis here? Or does Brown just have stuff that gas in him as he's making mistakes again towards these corners? Darren Binder's up into the top 7. Unbelievable stuff from Darren Binder. The South African rider up to 7th place. He looks like he has pace on that With You Yamaha. And I think he wants revenge on Jake Brown here. Feel like he's now just pushing. Brown's pulled the gap here around 6/10. Oh my goodness. Brown knows he has to push, has to go for it, or else it's gone. It's all over for Jake. And he's pushing it. He's really pushing it. Across the line they go. Fast slap, and there Bastianini. Brown 39.6 there. It was a little bit slower than Enea Bastianini on that lap. Darren Binder closing in. This is not good for Brown here. But Brown's closing back in here to the Ducatis again. The gap's down to 1.1. Yeah, Brown's catching. Brown is catching. Down to 1.1. Well, he's keeping in distance here with all the Ducatis right in front of him. And meanwhile, Darren Binder, rumored to stay with your Yamaha, is looking like he wants a factory Yamaha seat, because at the moment he's doing really well here, holding off the likes of Rins right behind him. Oh, there's a crash further back. There's a crash further back, and I don't know who's that, but that's not good. But anyway, no overtaking on this part of the circuit until now. So it's a factory Ducati 1-2 still. Then it's Zarco. Then it's Bastianini, and then Martin. Brown looks like he wants to push. He knows he's got the pace against these Ducatis. And across the line Brown goes. He's going quickest out of everyone. 39.2. 4.8 for Jake. As everyone going wide there, and Bastianini and Martin battling it out for 4th place. Martin cannot go on the inside. And this is music to Brown's eyes here. This is like really good stuff for Brown, and he's dragging the likes of Darren Binder and company with him. Jake knows he has to push. No shot. He does not need a push here. No shot, he's not pushing. Unless he's waiting for that moment. Unless he's actually not pushing, but he's just really waiting until the second half of the race where he's really good. It's like he's like an Enea Bastianini where he's really good for his late race pace. During races like these, which is really crucial. Okay, hold on, I need to get my glasses. Got them. Alright. Now, back to the racing. Actually, Brown made a mistake there towards turn 10 there, and now towards 11. He makes another crucial mistake, and he makes another crucial mistake there. He exceeds track limits. So at the moment, it's a train of Ducatis. Miller, Bagnaia, Zarco, Bastianini, Martin. That's your top 5 right now. Then Jake Brown holding it back at 6. It's over. Oh my goodness. They're trying to break there at the... Oh, someone's gone down further back. How unfortunate it is for them to go down further back. And Jake Brown, he's closing. He's closing. From 20th on the grid, Jake knows his stuff. And Darren Binder knows his stuff as well. And here comes Brown though, and he makes the corner. We thought he was gonna go wide, but Brown actually makes the corner. Again. Jake is closing and closing on this pack here. And now he's right behind. He's gonna be behind this pack, and he is. Miller's pulling away. Bagnaia is holding up this pack of riders. This pack of 4. The world champion is now behind. There's not much time left for Pecco Bagnaia for that second place. Towards turn 1. And they're wide again. They're trying to take that wide line to get it on the exit. That's what the Ducatis are doing. But Brown knows the Ducati's riding style towards this track. Specifically Martin and Zarco from last season, remember. Martin and Zarco are really good at these types of tracks. Here comes Jake though. He's trying to make a move, but no. He slots back in behind Jorge Martin. He's trying to make a move against Jorge Martin. They make contact. Brown makes contact with the rear of Jorge Martin. He's trying his best just to avoid Martin through these corners. Oh, is he going to do that trademark move again? Here comes Brown. He's going to attack at turn 9. No. Towards 10 now. Brown is trying to attack. Just doesn't have the power and the speed of Ducati. Here comes Brown again. He's trying to get that drive. Does not have the space to do it. And towards the far corner, does Brown go for it? And he does! That was a little bit dirty, and Bastianini's gone down. And Brown attacks on the inside of Jorge Martin, and he takes 5th place. Martin lost a little bit too much of that drive there. Towards turn 1. Oh, both Ducatis are down, but Brown again. Oh, the 2 Ducatis are both wide, and now Zarco trying to get second over Bagnaia. Zarco on the inside, he attacks, but he goes wide. Bagnaia has the space. Bastianini and Brown are just watching this unfold. Oh, Brown now attacks Bastianini. There was contact between Bastianini and Brown. Now Brown's made contact with 2 Ducatis. Bagnaia needs to look behind him now. He's struggling. The Italians are struggling. Here comes Brown. He's going to attack on the inside. Zarco goes wide. Brown also. And gives Bagnaia 2nd place back. Zarco goes wide. He goes back down to 4. Brown was a little bit late on the corner. Zarco didn't realize it. Brown tried to stop it, but nothing. Now Brown trying to attack towards 9. Now 10, making contact again with Pecco Bagnaia. Now Brown trying to attack again towards 10. 12 and now towards 13. Brown's gonna attack and he goes for it. He takes 2nd place. And now he has to set sights on Miller. But look at the exit speed of Pecco Bagnaia. And towards turn 1, 2 Ducatis lead. Now both Ducatis go wide as well as Johan Zarco. And Brown is up into 3rd place again. Well, does Brown wait for an opportunity for the 2 Ducatis? He has 4 laps to attack. So he's taking his time. He's taking his time, his precious time to attack on the 2 factory Ducati boys. Does Bagnaia go for the defense? Here comes Brown again. He's really good at the Danny Pedrosa corner, and Bagnaia goes wide. That's going to compromise his extra speed, but good thing Brown was also a little bit wide himself. Ducati versus Aprilia. Brown trying to attack, making contact. Now he's going to go for his move. Brown takes second place. Does Bagnaia go for it at turn 9? He does. He goes to the curb, he goes wide. Brown switches it back. Now goes on the inside of turn. This is word racing between two Italian manufacturers. Brown makes contact with Bagnaia again. He goes wide. Brown trying to attack at turn 11. Oh my goodness. Jake Brown. Unbelievable. Now Bagnaia goes defensive again. Here comes Bagnaia. He's gonna look for the inside. Brown looks, switching it back on the inside, and that was easy. Bagnaia trying to get the exit. Here he comes. Bagnaia up the inside. Brown early on the brakes. But does Bagnaia make the corner? No, he does not. Bagnaia does not make the corner, and he's down, as well as the Suzuki behind. It was Mir. So Pecco Bagnaia has blew it once again. Bastianino is up to third ahead of Zarco. Now Brown has to attack on Miller. Jack Miller is the only man now that Brown needs to attack to. And all of a sudden, Garen Binder's not behind this. Well, Quartararo is. Binder has dropped back to 8th place. Quartararo's now is at the back of this group. Brown knows he has to attack. This is where he's really good at. Danny Pedrosa corner. You can see he's just way better than the Ducatis in terms of the braking point and the momentum that Brown has. Now towards 12. Does Brown attack? No. Brown's closing on Jack. He knows that he's really good. He has the tyres to attack here. It's all or nothing. Miller. Brown. It's gonna be late fireworks at display. Brown now trying to attack. And on the exit, Ducati superior again. And towards turn 1, Miller goes wide at turn 1. Brown knew it was coming, but he's waiting for the right moment. 2 laps to go in Jerez. Australian versus a Brit. Ducati versus Aprilia. Thriller Miller versus the Rocket Man. Brown this time does not brake as much towards Danny Pedrosa corner. He's waiting for that right moment again. He knows he's got Bagnaia. Bastianini as well. He's trying to hold off Johan Zarco's. Brown's gone wide. That's going to mess up his line at the next corner at Spa. Or is it? No. Actually, Brown had a really good corner there. And again towards turn 9, turn 10. He's so good with the Aprilia's corner speed and his own speed. Brown has put the fastest lap earlier with a 38.9. Jake trying to attack, but he's wide through the far corner. Final lap of this Grand Prix here in Jerez. Does Brown have any more left? Bastianini forces Brown wide. Here comes Zarco as well, and he forces Bastianini the long way around. Bastianini's made a mistake and he hits the Aprilia. Without Aprilia might have just got a little bit of a boost. Because Brown was starting to catch back up to Jack Miller. Now he's trying to attack is Brown. There's Jake. Go for it here. Turn 6. No. But he's so good at turn 6. Towards 7. Now towards 8. Does Brown attack? No, he's wide. But Brown, does he have the momentum? For turn 9, no. Turn 10, another overtaking spot, no. Jake's wants, he wants this. He does not want his competition to win. Here he comes. Brown's hounding the Ducati. Here he comes. He's right behind Miller. Towards the far corner now. Lorenzo corner. Brown goes round the outside. Miller trying to force him wide. Does Brown go for it? No, they're going to be side by side to the line. Brown goes to the curb. But Jack Miller takes the win here on the Spanish Grand Prix. Here in Jerez. Brown gets robbed again of a win here in Jerez. Jake Brown, second place as Miller takes victory. Zarco third. Quartararo in fourth. Martin fifth ahead of Bastianini, who got absolutely destroyed in that final lap. Now it's Darren Binder in the top 10. There's Alicia Spargo in the top 10 as well. Pecco Bagnaia, 12th place there. Unbelievable stuff. And Rins and Vinales were also out of that race. So look at standings now. Zarco loses 4 points. Miller doesn't gains 5 points, but the rest are down many places. So Brown extends his lead to 4 points. Could have been 44 points over Zarco, but it is what it is. Teams championship. We lose 3 points. In constructors, we lose 5.
We're in the Parc Fermé where the top 3 finishers have just arrived. This guy may be a little disappointed not to have won, but it's a second place that will leave him feeling competitive going forward.
Jake Brown, a promising second. It's still okay. At least he finished on the podium. Still from 20th on the grid. Just second place. He was hounding the back of Jack Miller until the end. Miller's pace was a little bit too much.
We're here live for the podium ceremony. The Ducati mechanics under the rostrum are in 7th heaven.
There is Gigi Dall'Igna.
Round
there, second place.
Congratulations, Jack.
There's Gigi Dall'Igna getting his trophy as Jack Miller takes his first win of the season of 2023 for the first time since Jerez 2021. Unbelievable from Thriller Miller. He's back on top once again here in Jerez. Unbelievable. What we did was absolutely insane. Yes. It's just 10 weeks. So no other contract offers then. So that's gonna do it. We'll see you in the next one. It's goodbye and take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, we did some unbelievable stuff there. Thriller Miller, your race winner. As for Moto 2, Aaron Canet leads by 11 points over Ayagura, and Joe Roberts there with 13 points ahead as well. And Jorge Navarro, Chelsea Vietti, Tony Arbolino, Seth Fernandez, the actual world champion, did not do well. Pedro Acosta 16 points. Who else should have done well? Fermin Aldeguer. Fermin Aldeguer and Alonso Lopez should be doing well. Boss Obscuro, but as well here, Sergio Garcia. That's on two, that's on two. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, and yeah, I think I might just go WSBK again.